This is an introduction to the CFTE Preschool curriculum and learning materials. Now, what are the advantages of the CFTE Preschool kits? The CFTE curriculum and kit addresses a very serious problem in schools: poor reading and writing skills in students. Many students have poor reading and writing skills, and this impacts their academic performance. It is important for a child to be reading and writing ready before stepping into Standard 1 because there are between 8 to 12 textbooks for them to read in Standard 1. The CFTE Preschool curriculum and materials ensure that children are reading and writing ready before they step into Standard 1. Now, what is the philosophy of the learning materials? The materials follow the Montessori method, but are designed for regular schools. The child is taught a few letters that are most frequently used: a, b, k, t, r. Those are the phonic sounds of those letters. Then the child is taught to read words made from these letters: k, a, b, cab, k, a, t, cat, b, a, t, bat, r, a, t, rat. After the child has learnt 9 letters and about 20 to 33 letter phonic words made from these letters, it is taught to read short phrases made from these words: sad cat sat, cat had bat, dad had cap. Now let's look at how very young children learn. From 0 to 6 years, subconscious learning is very strong. It is called assimilation. That is how the child learns the mother tongue without formal teaching. It is only observing and imitating. For good assimilation in the preschool child, some content has to be taught every day, but only once a day. The name and sound of the letters A to Z with a chart: A, B, B, till Z. This should be done only once a day, but every single day. Oral practice of the sight words. At the nursery level, the child should be aware of 30 words. Not learn, but awareness. At the LKG level, again, awareness of 60 sight words. And at the UKG level, the child should master 150 to 180 sight words. Tables 1 to 5 should be taught as nursery rhymes with actions. Now, let's look at the importance of sight words. Look at the sentence below. All the underlined words are sight words. The teachers are here to have a look at the preschool kids. In one sentence alone, you have 8 sight words. And this gives us an awareness of how important sight words are. 70% of English sentences comprise of sight words. For reading fluency, children must be introduced to sight words right from the nursery level itself. Now, at the nursery level, 30 sight words are taught, 5 sight words per month as pictures, as images. So the child need not learn them, but the child is made aware of them. At the LKG level, 60 sight words are taught, 5 words every 15 days. Again, more of an awareness rather than learning. And at the UKG level, the child is expected to master 180 sight words. That means the child should know how to read it, write it, as well as spell it. And these sight words are built into the CFTE curriculum, and the sight word flashcards are available for download on the CFTE website. Now, let's look at the focus areas at the 3 preschool levels. At the nursery level, the child only has to be aware of the letters of the alphabet, aware of the numbers 1 to 10, aware of 30 sight words, and tables 1 and 2 are taught as action and song. But there should be a lot of activities for eye-hand coordination and for building wrist movement through pattern tracing, and stories and songs for both creative thinking as well as language development and spoken English skills. Lot of activities for the development of gross motor skills. At the LKG level, the focus should be on reading fluency. Don't emphasize on writing too much because the finger muscles are not yet fully developed. Awareness of numbers 1 to 50, basic addition and subtraction, Tables 1, 2, 3, 4, taught as action and song, and science activities, stories and songs, again, for language development and creative thinking. At the UKG level, the focus is on reading fluency, both phonic as well as non-phonic, good handwriting, copywriting, that is the ability to copy down what has been written on the board. Free writing means the child writes a sentence, 2 or 3 sentences, without the help of an adult by looking at a picture. Basic numeracy concepts, awareness of the 4 math operations, tables 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10, taught as action and song. Science activities for critical thinking, stories and songs for both language development as well as creative thinking. Now, what are the advantages of the CFT kits? It is very systematically designed. It builds the necessary level-wise skills in the preschooler, making them reading, writing, and math ready before they get into Standard 1. There is plenty of digital support material in the form of audios and videos that can be accessed by scanning a QR code scanner. And this app can be downloaded from the Google Play Store. There's a detailed guide on how to teach the books, which is available for download on the website, www.cft.in. So it teaches you, in this website, you have these manuals, how to teach the kids, teacher manual for the UKG phonic books, sight words and vocabulary flashcards, storyboards for all the stories, assessment templates, lesson plan templates, sample timetables, and a lot more. And there, on the screen, you can see sample QR codes that have been built into all the books, the story books, the phonic books, the rhymes and song books. All of them have QR codes that can be scanned and the videos can be played. Now, what are the contents of the CFT kits? At the nursery level, there is a coloring book which can also be used as a craft book. There is a tracing book which allows for pattern tracing and development of the wrist muscles and the finger muscles. There is a toddler's book of everything that covers basic concepts of letters of the alphabet, numeracy, vegetables, animals, and all the other things that the child needs to be aware of. There's a toddler's workbook that is a recap of concepts taught, a storybook, a songbook, and a box of jumbo crayons. Then at the LKG level, you have a phonic book that has been divided into 3 volumes, and each volume is accompanied by a set of reading cards. So after completing each volume, the child has to read the sentences given in the reading cards. And by the end of LKG, the child is able to read close to 150 to 180 sentences. There is a math book with a lot of hands-on activities, a science workbook with a lot of hands-on activities, a cursive tracing pattern that builds the foundational skills for cursive tracing, a storybook and a rhymes book. Then there is a box of letters of the alphabet that the child uses to make every word that it learns. And it comes with a packet of jumbo crayons. At the UKG level, you have a phonic book divided into 2 volumes that gives the child a very sound foundation in both phonic as well as non-phonic reading, mastery over the sight words, mastery over spelling, as well as free writing. There's a cursive writing book that builds very good handwriting skills, a fun reading book that transitions from phonic to non-phonic reading, which is very important for grade 1. A free writing book that builds writing confidence in children, a storybook, a songbook, a science workbook, and a hands-on activity math workbook. It also comes with a box of sight words, 140 sight words that the child has to master before it steps into grade 1. And there is a box of jumbo crayons. Now, the CFT kit aligns with NEP, the National Educational Policy. The CFT curriculum and learning materials are child-centric and activity-based. They align with the National Educational Policy. The materials are engaging, interesting, and allow for stress-free, fun-filled meaningful learning. So you all could visit the website, check out the support materials that are available, and also the kind of support videos that are available apart from the videos that accompany the kits. Thank you.